Good evening and welcome to your Saturday, September 27, 2025 edition of the Evening News. I am Michael Henry. Let's take a look at some of the lead stories tonight. $10 million up for grabs as DBL rolls out CSR Revolving Fund Shark Tank style competition. Tangible impact of Guyana-China relations evident in several sectors. PM Phillips. SILVIE'S unveils AI-powered agent to transform retail efficiency in Guyana. Teen driver dies after colliding with lumber-laden lorry at KWAKWANI. And 1 year later, no sight of man kidnapped on Main Street. Now for the news in detail. China continues to play a pivotal role in Guyana's development trajectory, and according to Prime Minister who is acting as President, Brigadier retired Mark Phillips, the tangible impact of this strong bilateral cooperation is evident across several key economic sectors in the country. Vanu Manikchan has the details in this report.
The Chinese embassy in Georgetown on Friday evening hosted a reception to celebrate the 76th anniversary of the founding of the People's Republic of China. Delivering the feature address at the event in the capacity of acting head of state, Prime Minister Mark Phillips lauded the strong ties the two countries share and the key role China is playing in Guyana's development.
China, renowned for its leadership in infrastructure, developing new technologies, and sustainable development, remains a valued partner. The tangible impact of our current collaboration is evident in several sectors. As a consequence, we are working on projects in energy infrastructure, modernization of agriculture, digital technologies, and in the promotion of sustainable development. China's contribution to Guyana's infrastructural development is visible and exemplified in transformative projects such as the new Demerara River Bridge.
Similar sentiments were shared by Chinese Ambassador to Guyana, Yang, who also spoke of some major projects that the Chinese are executing here.
China encourages its enterprises to invest in Guyana, supporting industrial upgrading and improving the living standards of the Guyanese people. In a few days, the new Demerara River Bridge, built by China Railway Construction Corporation, will be put into use. It will greatly facilitate local travel and boost regional economic development. 6 regional hospitals constructed by Chinese companies are now fully operational, significantly improving healthcare access and brought world-class services closer to home. In carrying out high-quality projects, Chinese companies also shoulder social responsibilities, supporting vulnerable groups such as women, the elderly, and children through small but meaningful livelihood initiatives that energize local communities.
Nevertheless, Phillips noted that the Guyana government looks forward to further strengthening bilateral relations with China.
Today, as we celebrate China, we can also celebrate the deep and lasting friendship between China and Guyana. This relationship has been a source of fruitful collaborations, cooperation, and understanding for more than 50 years. Looking to the future, we see promising avenues for collaboration. One particularly attractive investment opportunity lies in Guyana's housing sector. We can significantly benefit from China's expertise in this sector by leveraging its extensive experience in large-scale, affordable housing construction and urban planning to comprehensively develop our infrastructure.
Guyana and China established diplomatic ties 53 years ago. Reporting for the Evening News, Vanu Manakchand.
We are now joined by Trishelle Sobers, who reports that Demerara Bank Limited has launched a groundbreaking initiative aimed at fueling entrepreneurship and innovation in Guyana, offering $10 million in grants through a new corporate social responsibility revolving fund.
The flagship program, dubbed the Dream, Build, Lead Innovation Tank 2025, was officially introduced on Saturday by Demerara Banks Limited's Senior Manager of Investment and Business Development, Imran Badruddin. The initiative is designed to provide 10 young entrepreneurs with non-repayable grants of up to $1 million each, awarded through a competitive Shark Tank-style pitch competition. Unlike traditional financing, the Innovation Tank will focus exclusively on grants rather than loans, lifting the burden of repayment from young business owners. Eligible businesses must be registered in Guyana, no more than 5 years old, and present ideas that are innovative, environmentally responsible, and aligned with national development goals. Importantly, applicants do not need to be existing customers of Demerara Bank. The program is also strengthened through partnerships with the Guyana Manufacturing and Services Association, American Chamber of Commerce Guyana, and the Center for Local Business Development, which will provide mentorship and guidance to successful applicants.
This landmark initiative is part of Demerara Bank's corporate social responsibility strategy, designed to empower Guyanese startups and early-stage businesses. Through an engaging innovation tank-style competition, entrepreneurs will pitch their ideas before a live judging panel for a chance to secure these transformative grants. This support is designed not only to finance ideas, but also to nurture innovation, responsibility, and sustainability. It reflects exactly what we want to stand for as a bank that encourages people to dream, provide resources to build, and walks beside them as they lead. So every time you hear Dream, Build, Lead, we want you to think of what Demerara Bank is here to do. Support ideas, strengthen businesses, and help entrepreneurs turn vision into reality.
This year marks the first cycle of the initiative, but Demerara Bank Limited has pledged to make the program an annual event, expanding both the reach and size of funding pool in future years. Meanwhile, program lead at the Central Bank for Local Business Development, Ron Glasgow, has hailed Demerara Banks Limited newly launched initiative, noting that limited access to finance has long been one of the greatest barriers to growth for local businesses. With this in mind, Glasgow encouraged beneficiaries to embrace transparency and constructive criticism, predicting that the initiative will spark a ripple effect in Guyana's financial sector.
Now, having worked at the center for some number of years, access to finance really has been one of the, if not the biggest drawbacks for growing businesses to break from that micro level to the small level, and then from that small level to the medium level. So when you see initiatives like this come about, it really is an opportunity for you to jump on, and I'm glad to see some familiar entrepreneurs in the room. They're taking advantage of it, and I am so proud of you. I want to charge you with a couple of things. Do what you have to do to win, and that does not mean sabotage anybody. Y'all do things the right way, but do what you have to do to win, and ensure you use this money very strategically. Ensure you promote your experiences so that others can benefit from this opportunity as well. One thing I know about Guyanese entrepreneurs is that there's a lot of opportunities that are available to you. However, you don't take advantage of them simply because you do not know it. We are in the age of technology. You have a smartphone, and I know all y'all got a social media presence.
Trishelle Sobers, Evening News.
Once again, here is Trishelle Sobers, who reports this time that Demerara Bank Limited has announced new incentives to encourage greater use of Visa cards as part of its broader strategy to transition Guyana from a cash-heavy economy into a full digital one.
Among the initiatives to be undertaken by Demerara Bank Limited as it moves to become fully digital is the Priority Pass program tied to the bank's signature Visa card, which provides cardholders with access to hundreds of airport lodges worldwide. Senior Manager of Visa and Finance, Jarrett Morgan, explained on Saturday that while plastic cards are still widely used, the future of payments lies in digital wallets and tokenization. And Demerara Bank is determined to stay ahead of local trends. In addition to payment innovations, the bank has made significant advancements in its customer relationship management systems, slashing loan processing times from weeks to hours. The bank is also preparing to roll out its first ever mobile application and relaunch of its online banking platform. These upgrades will give customers greater control over their financial transactions, including advanced security features like 3D Secure for online purchases.
In keeping with these advances, our card products, which, as foreigners mentioned, I'm in charge, we have been trying to improve on them and this existing technology to bring you the best value possible. As you know, Guyana is still a heavy cash-based economy, but as we push forward to move this economy to a cashless one, Demerara Bank is incentivizing electronic usage. So soon, the bank will be rolling out our new and improved mobile application, and it's the first mobile app that we have. And we will also be relaunching our e-banking application, and we are super, super excited about that. Every advancement that we're trying to push will be through those applications.
Another major breakthrough will see the banking institution becoming one of the few institutes in South America with end-to-end processing of foreign exchange transactions. This innovation, Morgan explained, will reduce manual intervention and operational burdens for both the bank and its customers.
At the heart of this, we want to put more power in the hands of the consumer, allowing their banking experience to be versatile, flexible, and allowing them to bank as they need. Everybody banks differently, so we cannot do the same thing for everybody. But at the end of the day, we want to give you, the consumer, the power in your hands. As I mentioned before, we're not there yet, and I'm sure that when this hits the public airwaves, there might be some people who will be fast to point out the deficiencies. But rest assured, Demerara Bank is working hard to reduce those and to improve on every single one of those areas.
Trishelle Sobers, Evening News.
SILVIE'S Industrial Solutions has taken a bold step into the future, launching its first ever AI-powered product selection agent, Sylvie AI, promising to transform the way customers interact with retail. Here are the details in this report. From as simple as scanning a code, customers in need of industrial items can now connect with Sylvie's AI, a new digital product selection agent that delivers rapid responses to queries in as little as 10 seconds. Sylvie's, one of Guyana's leading suppliers of household and commercial equipment, unveiled the AI-powered solution on Saturday, positioning it as a transformative tool to reduce wait times and streamline access to the company's extensive inventory. The system is designed to quickly match customers' needs with available products, easing the workload of manually searching through the hundreds of items carried by the company. Speaking at the launch, innovative strategist Avia Maria Lindy explained that the initiative stemmed directly from customer demand.
Sylvie's Industrial Solutions face challenges in managing high volumes of product inquiries and ensuring fast, consistent responses across departments. With Guyana's limited human resource pool and high attrition rates, we recognize that technology could bridge this gap. Working with Eldon's patented True Self conversational AI framework, we originally built Avi AI. So Evolve has an AI called Avi AI a micro-learning platform for frontline teams, and it transformed the way staff learned and served customers. But then during our development journey at SILVIE'S Industrial Solutions, we witnessed something profound. We watched experienced staff, people who knew products inside and out, struggle with a simple customer question.
The AI agents will respond to customers at any hour of the day and is multilingual, offering support in over 50 languages.
Every query reveals customer demand patterns managers have never seen before. Finally, you can answer questions like, what generators do you have available for domestic use? And which products naturally sell together? This means your most experienced people spend time on high-value relationships instead of routine lookups. Your customers get consistent, accurate information whether it's 9 a.m. or 9 p.m. And your business makes decisions based on real customers' intent, not guesswork.
Meanwhile, Chief Executive Officer Brahmanad Prasad highlighted that the systems was rigorously tested numerous times in pursuit of perfection before being unveiled to the public.
This is not an isolated act in any way by any one individual. It's definitely a lot of work behind the scenes, and now you have the end result. We have been testing our AI agent back and forth, and they have some people have been being pounded with messages, hey, this is a problem, that is a problem, we need to fix this, we need to get this right. And I can honestly tell you everything is not working perfectly as yet, but we are working to get this right up there.
This newscast also got an inside look at how to interact with Sylvie AI.
So I can give you an example here, right? I can type water pump. I need water pump. And I send a message, you type whatever you want, and you send. And instantly, you'll see Sylvie's will start responding to you.
And it's 10 seconds maximum it does take.
Yes, definitely. And she responds to you. You see she responds to you here, and she will give you a variety of different water pumps that we have. And she gives you the prices also. Right? On your phone, she will give you the link. She will send you the link. Hi, Sylvie's. I'm looking for generator. Can you please help me? And she gives you generator, right? So she gives you in different ways.
For you to pick from. Michael Henry, The Evening News. Coming up, teen driver dies after colliding with lumber-laden lorry at KWAKWANI. 1 year later, no sight of man kidnapped on Main Street.
Get the perfect collection of Stanley hand tools today from Sylvie's Variety Store. Quality and reliability in the palm of your hands. From wrenches, measuring tapes, hammers, saws, socket sets, and screwdrivers. With constant perfection in designs and quality, we update our stock to get you the latest product line. Sylvie's Variety Store gets you the right Stanley tool for the job.
Welcome back. You're watching The Evening News. An accident involving a lumber-laden lorry and a motor car along Mines Road, KWAKWANI, Upper Berbice River, Region 10, has left a 17-year-old dead. The deceased teen has been identified as Adrian Welch of KWAKWANI Park, who was the driver of the motor car PPP 449. Police stated that the accident involved motor lorry GAD 5603 with trailer TZZ 9525, driven by 26-year-old resident of KWAKWANI, and the motorcar. Investigations revealed that the motorcar collided with the rear wheel of the lorry while attempting to overtake. The teen was subsequently pulled from the mangled car and taken to KWAKWANI Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. The driver of the lorry was taken into custody as the investigation continued. In light of the rising number of road fatalities along Guyana's roadway, senior traffic officers are voicing frustration over what they described as recklessness by motorists and motorcyclists, which undermines tangible police efforts. Luan McAllister reports.
Appearing on a recent episode of Road Safety in You, the chairman of the National Road Safety Council, Earl Lambert, admitted that the situation is worsening.
I'm not happy. I'm not happy because with all that we are doing, we are still seeing people losing their lives senselessly. And we are wondering if life is being given any kind of value. I'm saying that because just now before the program started, we were talking about the technology that is available now, and that is the cameras. And what Superintendent Clark was saying is that when you review some of those footages, you want to know if people are deliberately just throwing away their lives. And that is why I'm saying I'm not happy, because we are doing what we can.
He pointed to motorcyclists as a major concern, highlighting a troubling trend where pillion riders are dying.
There's a new thing now. Cyclists are causing the death of pillion riders. How can the police be blamed for that?
Lambert further emphasized that helmets remain a life or death issue.
You get a motorcycle. You're told to ride with a helmet. How can the police be at fault for you not riding with a helmet? The previous Minister of Home Affairs went so far as to be distributing helmets. And one of the things we discovered is that when those helmets are distributed, they're not being worn. They're not being worn. People feel riding without helmet is a style. The rider he has on a helmet, but the pillion rider, which might be a female, don't want to wear a helmet because it will think their hairstyle. So where is the responsibility?
Meanwhile, Superintendent Ron Clark, officer in charge of traffic in Regional Division A, underscored the impact of technology in enforcement.
I am happy with the advent of the CCTV footages because the cameras don't lie. So once the accident or incidents have been recorded, it will be there to confront you as the evidence in court. So you cannot get away freely or run scotch-free if you do nonsense, because everything is being recorded. So we are in a technological era, so you have to remember that third eye is looking.
Road users are urged to take responsibility as road safety is everyone's business. Clark nevertheless stressed the need to practice defensive driving and the 5 C's: care, caution, courtesy, consideration, and common sense. This is LaWanda McAllister for the Evening News.
Once again, here is Andrew Carmichael, who reports that in light of low prices for rice globally, President of the Rice Producers Association, Liaka Rambridge, says local rice farmers across the country are producing rice at too high a cost, and as such, millers are competing on the world market to sell the commodity.
Currently, millers are offering $2,800 per bag of paddy, while some are offering $3,000 per bag, and farmers say it costs them in excess of $3,000 to produce each bag. President of the Rice Producers Association, Liaka Rambridge, compares this with neighboring Suriname, where millers are paying $2,000 for the same 165-pound bag of paddy. One of the markets both Guyana and Suriname are competing for is the Jamaica market.
So what is the difference that Suriname is doing to sell rice at 2,000, and why we can't do it, to sell rice at $2,800 and may not make a profit. This is important to understand. Firstly, Suriname get a land policy. If somebody live overseas for 1 year, own land in Suriname, rights land, and they're not living in the country for 1 year, government repossess it and give it back to rice farmer who's planting it.
Presently, about 80% of the land on the rice cultivation is rented, with farmers paying between $15,000 and $45,000 per acre. Under the laws of Guyana, the Land Tenure Act, which deals with the rental of land for rice cultivation, it should be $2 per acre where the land is irrigated and $3 per acre where there is no irrigation. On this note, Rambridge believes that the government needs to tighten the policy on land rental, which is a major factor in the high cost of production locally. Why is the margin so wide?
The demand for land. The demand is plenty. The problem in Blackbush Cola is that if this Mr. Jones go and cut this property, and then see them cut about 600 bag or over 600 bag on the plat, then somebody else are wrong with the money and go after the landlord more money for the land. And that's what carrying the rent up. They are competing for land, and the competition is pushing the rent up.
However, with government intervention in ensuring that land rental is reduced, the RPA boss said it will still not be enough to bring down the cost of production down to levels where rice can be produced locally and compete on the world market.
The second area is aerial spraying, aerial application, right? Modernize the sector. Suriname only plant 38,000 acres of rice. And they got about 5 aircraft service operating in there. Region 6 is planting actually 2 times what Suriname is planting. And we don't have any airstrip in Region 6. I am saying that government need to build airstrip right across all the rice growing areas to assist farmers in, and not only assist, but that would tremendously bring down the cost of production. Presently, the workers are demanding $800 to $1,000 to spray 1 blower rice.
During an interview with Evening News, he stated that the government needs to focus on bringing down the cost of production.
Drone should be selling like a bicycle. Anybody could go and buy one drone to spray, to do agri-drone. I'm starting specifically about agri-drone, right? The legislation needs to change. Presently, you have to have license from civil aviation and all permission and everything to buy a drone, to fly a drone as well. That's not supposed to happen, right? We have to make things easy so that farmers can access them drone and use it to help to bring down cushion costs. Thirdly, we need to look at irrigation.
Meanwhile, he pointed out that the government is spending millions of dollars to pump water into irrigation systems in Region 6 and other rice-growing areas, but rice farmers still have to spend large sums to pump water into their fields.
It should be one spending. Of every irrigation should be a farmer go and open rice cut and take in water. It should not be double fuels pumping water. Government is pumping the back, the farmer should receive it in a field. That would tremendously bring down the cost of production. And if we have all this system in place, I am sure we can sell rice paddy for 2,000 or even below and make money.
For the Evening News, Andrew Carmichael.
The highly anticipated 19th edition Berbice Expo and Trade Fair will be held from October 31 to November 3. Andrew Carmichael was at the launch and filed this report.
This year, the expo will be held under the theme Harnessing New Wealth, Modernizing Traditional Sectors for Sustainable Economic Development. The annual event, which is hosted by the Central Quarantine Chamber of Commerce, will be held at the Rose Hall Kanji Welfare Ground and caters for 180 exhibits. Treasurer of the Chamber, Tej Paula Jodia, indicated that a high number of the booths have already been taken up.
About 1/3 of those booths have already been sold. So if you're thinking about coming as an exhibitor, now is the time to register. We have a major constraint in hosting the event at Kanji Ground. We cannot accommodate everyone who wants to participate. I can say with surety now that the food franchise have been totally sold. As a matter of fact, the number of requests we have for food in excess of 20 odd, we cannot accommodate all of them. The beverage franchise is also gone. This year, in keeping with the development trajectory of the country, we've noticed a number of companies were involved in the construction business will be very expensive. They've already booked and they've signaled intention to be here.
Meanwhile, President of the organization, Punai Bigru, speaking of the team chosen this year, said it was timely since Region 6 is currently experiencing a transformation. Hence, there is a need to position one's self to benefit from the development.
Guyana is at a historic movement in its development, with the emergence of new industries and opportunities right here in Berbice, particularly in oil and gas, energy, and technology. At the same time, our traditional pillars, agriculture, fishery, forestry, rice, sugar, and tourism, remain central to our economy and our people's livelihood.
He also alluded that people must embrace the wealth and innovation of the new sectors while ensuring that our traditional industries are modernized through technology, training, and investment. Regional Chairman David Armagon pointed out that the Chamber should be congratulated for its sustainability of the Expo, which has grown over the years.
No doubt, this is not an easy task, and to be able to withstand and sustain it for 20 years is a remarkable achievement.
According to Armagon, there are many opportunities for growth and development in the business sector. Hence, it is expected that this year's Expo will be able to showcase a number of new businesses that were set up within the region and those outside of the region.
This is not only an opportune time for businesses to showcase their products, it's also an opportune time for the people of this region to be able to see what is available and to be able to make important choices. It is a time when people bring out their family and have a good time at the Expo. So it's a family gathering, it's a business gathering, and it's a gathering that speaks well for the region.
Meanwhile, in launching Expo 2025, Finance Minister Dr. Ashley Singh said, now is the time for persons to pay attention to what the government has been doing as it relates to development and the country as a whole, pointing out that persons should be thinking about the opportunities, identifying the possibilities instead of just sitting back and waiting and wondering what might happen.
It is important to think about where the country is going and the opportunities that are arising. It is the people who will succeed and prosper are the people who think about where we are going as a country and as a region, what the opportunities are that will arise and how they can position themselves and be prepared to take the risk. But it's also a very important opportunity for Berbice businesses to showcase to the world, to showcase to Berbice, to showcase to Guyana, and to showcase to the rest of the world the productive activity that you are doing right here in Berbice. I remember on previous occasions being pleasantly surprised. I remember going at the Ambassade and discovering that we're doing a lot of exciting things right here in Berbice. I have the privilege of being in government, but I was not aware of a lot of incredibly exciting things that the Ambassade Group is doing, and so many others. I just take the Ambassade Group example, and so many others of incredibly exciting things that all these businesses are doing. This is a wonderful opportunity to showcase Berbice entrepreneurship and entrepreneurial capacity, and I urge you to take advantage of that opportunity and put Berbice entrepreneurship on show for the rest of Guyana at this very important occasion. So congratulations to the President and the executive members and membership of the Central Frontier Chamber of Commerce. Congratulations on, like I said, 20 years of hard work. Congratulations on organizing this event. And I know you have to reschedule it to accommodate national events.
The Berbice Expo is considered the largest event in the region, with over 30,000 persons attending the 4-day event. Andrew Carmichael, The Evening News.
1 year after 25-year-old Joshua David, known as Bricks, was kidnapped along Main Street, Georgetown, in the vicinity of the new thriving restaurant, he remains missing without a word from his abductors. To mark 1 year since his disappearance, family and friends assembled in the area where he was seen being taken into a vehicle where they hosted a candlelight vigil. In October of 2024, Alpha Poole and Osafa Peters were charged and remanded to prison. Subsequently, Aaron Allain, Wayne Barker, Damian Barlow, Dwayne Griffith, and Daventai Mars were jointly charged and granted bail. The abduction of David, captured on CCTV, occurred on Thursday, September 26, 2024, when he was forced into a vehicle. The suspects, arriving on motorcycles and in a car, were last seen driving toward the east coast of Demerara. Searches were conducted in several areas along the east coast of Demerara, including Buxton Backlands. And now for a look at the bridge reports.
Commuters are reminded that the Demerara Harbour Bridge will be closed to vehicular traffic on Saturday, September 27, 2025 at 19:30 for 1 hour. However, the Demerara Harbour Bridge will be closed to vehicular traffic at 20:55 on Sunday, September 28, 2025 for a period of 1.5 hours. Meanwhile, the Berbice River Bridge is scheduled to be closed to vehicular traffic at 7:25 on Sunday, September 28, 2025, also for a period of 1.5 hours.
Nepal tumbled West Indies by 19 runs in historic T20I victory. This and more coming up in this evening's Sportscast, sponsored by Marcorp.
It's Cricket Carnival time and Marcorp is knocking prices out of the park. Get the powerful Cat 320 GX for just 30 million, the SEM 655D wheel loader at 17.4 million, or the SEM 636D wheel loader for only 13.8 million. Each machine comes with free fuel warranty registration, 2 years warranty and a customer value agreement for the first 500 hours. Don't wait. Register your interest now at marcorpcat.com or call us today on 703-8618. Marcorp, let's build Guyana together.
Looking to bring your dream home to reality? Or simply taking on a home improvement project? Then National Hardware Limited is where you should start. Let us put that touch to your home. Choose from over 1,000 Berger Paint original hues for any surface. We are known for our trusted brands such as Westinghouse, Phillips, Sadco, Rubbermaid, Pyrex, Gibson Home, and so much more. National Hardware Limited, your do-it-best store. Located in downtown Georgetown and industrial site Rhymeville.